the month, top of the morning, December 1st, y'all. We're not playing no games. I posted on my Instagram notes. We're locking in today. We've eaten enough. After a certain point, it gives glut. It's giving put the fork down. Let's disregard the broken nail. Not too much, guys. The plan for this month and the months to come for the next 75 days, y'all. You girls doing a little rendition on her previous 75 hard. I'm not playing no more, okay? I'm not playing because it gets to a certain point. We have trips planned. We have events coming up. It needs to give. I thrive in discipline. I thrive in routine. I love having structure, and I'm very all or nothing, unfortunately. I'm trying to get out of the habit of that, but it's either I'm all in or I'm all out. And baby, right now I'm all in every capacity. I'm not playing. So I want to walk you guys through what I plan to do for the next few months. I actually feel like I made like a similar video to this like 4 months ago. I still held up my end of the bargain, and when I did 75 hard, I got like the leanest I've ever been. I think I went from 163 to 147, and before that my leanest was like 152. I literally was a particle in the wind. This go around, I'm not really looking to be in a calorie deficit. I feel like a lot of my fitness journey has been deficits, and I'm really just wanting to grow. When I was doing 75 hard before, I lost so much strength. This was also like towards the end when I was getting like really peak leanness. Y'all, I had abs. That was the only thing that I was like, okay, this was worth it, but I was miserable. I felt so like ostracized from everybody because everybody would like do dinners and restaurant outings and all those things, and I just couldn't participate because I had a really like my desired diet was everything had to be tracked, and this sounds so like eaty, but everything had to be tracked. I couldn't eat any outside food apart from Chick-fil-A because I could track it. And I knew like Chick-fil-A is typically good with like their portions being accurate, like consistently accurate. So, you know, I kind of used that 75 hard as like a trial and error run, and now I'm like doing things a lot differently. After a certain point, I definitely felt like 75 hard was becoming like idolatry. Previously in my walk, I struggled with idolizing fitness and idolizing my routine to the extent of which like I would wake up at 5 in the morning, go to the gym, and not even pray. I'm not even spending time with the Lord. By the time I get home, I already did an hour of lifting, an hour of cardio. I'm tired and I didn't even read my word yet. So that really like, I think 75 hard kind of brought about a lot of old habits that I wasn't really trying to bring back to the surface. Now I'm still doing the rigidity of 75 hard, but it's just gonna be a little bit less, just a small tad. But let me walk y'all through. Okay, so here are my little stipulations. I'm still doing 2 45-minute workouts, but instead of doing one outdoors like 75 hard calls for, I'm doing 2 both indoors. The outdoors would just be optional, but it's just gonna be 2 45-minute workouts because realistically, that was probably the most mentally taxing for me, doing the outdoor workout, because it was like so hot and I was like running in the rain. I was doing all the things, like I was so dedicated, but I was so miserable. I think I got my takeaways from the first one with it being like something good for mental fortitude and establishing, pushing against the grain, doing things that you don't naturally want to do. I feel like I already got my portion of that. This time, this is strictly just for propelling me into a lifestyle of things that consist of this more regularly. So I have 45 minutes of intentional lifting and then 45 minutes of cardio. I still am a big cardio bunny. I love my cardio, even though I'm putting like, I'm in a gaining season, I guess you would call it, or like a maintenance / gaining. Cardio is still very important for me because I don't like being out of breath when I walk up a flight of stairs. It's just like not, I don't feel like I'm only 22. And then I decided to swap out my 10 pages of a nonfiction book with minimum 1 hour of working for content. So that would include either filming, editing, or brainstorming / planning, but like 1 hour minimum every day of like, whether that's posting a TikTok or editing a video or filming just like this, like investing more into content the way that I feel like I used to. No alcohol was always a part of 75 hard. I also want to keep that because I'm not really a big drinker, but just for like days like Thanksgiving and all the celebratory events, I've been drinking wine, and I just feel like I don't want to make that a habit. So no alcohol. I'm doing no processed food, and I actually was making breakfast earlier and I was like, I typically eat turkey bacon with my breakfast now. I know that these aren't inherently bad for me, but they still are considered processed. Like granola could be considered processed. So I ended up editing it, and I'm like, no ultra processed foods, because that would just include chips, snacks, packaged candies, packaged treats. I'm omitting my protein shakes. I do typically add protein shakes into my matcha, but that's gonna not be there any longer. I'm also still including no outside food. I feel like a good 3 months I will be okay, you know, and I like, that's also saving money. And then no sweets. So like the only sweet that I would consider is like a rice cake with peanut butter, popcorn, or a yogurt bowl. That's about it. We run a, listen, strict program. I'm not playing with you. And then instead of a gallon, I'm doing only 6 water bottles every day, because y'all, when I was doing 75 hard before, I felt like I was just over drinking. Like you are supposed to be drinking in accordance to your body mass, and I felt like I was overly drinking, and it was, you know, a good additive when I was hungry and I could just fill up my belly with like liquid, but I was always peeing. It would be like towards the end of the day and I literally would have 3 more water bottles left to drink and I would just chug it all down and just like, this cannot be healthy. I'm only doing 6 water bottles. If I were to do a gallon, it would be 7.5. So I feel like that's reasonable. And then I also added a minimum of 7 hours of sleep per day. That is so fundamental for me, especially if I'm trying to put on muscle mass. Any sort of like weight loss, anything regarding your body, you need sleep. And I feel like I've neglected that. Not sleep per se, but more so my sleep schedule. So I'm trying to get back in the habit. But y'all, when I told my friends that I was doing this again, I literally got crucified. They were like, Denise,
we don't like 75 hard version of you. You're not yourself. Da, da, da.
I'm just like, guys, I definitely was like, you know, considering it. I was like, I'm gonna pray on it and I'm gonna see what the Lord says. But I didn't hear nothing. So as of right now, the program is still intact. One thing about me, when I get very set on something, I'm like, no, I'm doing this. So had to consider, because I used to have a tendency to people please, and if I heard feedback from other people, it would like make me second guess what I already set out to do, and I don't like that. Ultimately for me, I do believe like you have to be disciplined for the life that you desire, and the reason that you don't have that life is because you are not disciplined. I also am like, okay, you know, I definitely love my girls and my tribe, but I'm like, guys, I'm not going to literally like change my whole trajectory based off other people's feedback when they're not even pursuing the same goals as me. I feel like it'd be different if like we had like similar interests with regards to fitness and health, but like I care a lot about fitness and I care a lot about my physical well-being and just wellness in general, and I feel like it takes a lot of discipline to even obtain that like in yourself. And I see myself being like working out while I'm pregnant. I see myself working out at 60 years old, still being able to move the same way and do all of the things. So I feel like these years are so pivotal, and I feel like people disregard like your 20s. Whatever you do in these years is going to affect you later down the line, and that's why I'm like, I'm not playing. I can miss out on a cute little 3 months. I felt like I did 3 months of 75 hard, and then I had a good December. Yeah, I had 5 months off to eat what I want, to be out with friends, to drink, to do all the things. And now I'm just like, you know, there has to be some sort of balance. If half of the year I'm lenient and the other half I'm more disciplined, it just makes sense for my goals and my lifestyle and what I'm desiring for myself. So, long story short, Venice is going to stick to the plan. We're not following the mood anymore. We're sticking to the plan. Yeah, hopefully this encouraged you guys. We can be doing this together. Today is day 1. 75 hard, honestly, like when I finished 75 hard, there was still things that I was doing out of like habitual routine that I acquired from 75 hard. So I don't feel like, you know, let's not demonize the challenge. You know, there's 75 soft, 75 medium, 75 hard, all the things. But as for me, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Good morning, Saints. Today it is December 2nd. I fear this is going to be the footage that you guys see on behalf of yesterday because I did not like the footage. I'm kind of like getting tired of settling with the footage that I do get, and nah, baby. Nonetheless, I'm feeling very motivated today. I'm in the month of December. I feel like something's in the air, some sort of like motivation that wasn't there the previous months, and I'm excited to see what's gonna unfold. But today we're gonna be hitting back and biceps and some abs. I wanna let y'all know, when it comes to the fitness content, it's strictly for my gym girlies. Whoa, slow down, brother. I did wanna put you guys on game, but typically when I'm filming fitness content, I don't wear my natural hair when I go to the gym. A hack that I've been using for the last, hold on. I'm at a stop sign. by the way. I'm tired of my lips being chapped when I look at this footage. Yeah, so for the girlies who don't want to sweat out their hair or are wearing their natural hair, this wouldn't apply if you have like long behind braids or a whole buzz down. But I have like previous wigs that I don't really care too much about the quality anymore. And I just grab me one of them wigs, put it on, and go to the gym. And I use that wig to like be my sweat wig, and then like my more higher quality wigs I put aside. I wouldn't wear it to like the gym. I just use my gym wig, that's what I call it. Enough yapping, I need to save all of this energy to train. Really trying to push hard, y'all. The gains ain't gonna get themselves. If you see this video and you're still eating Thanksgiving leftovers, I need you to clock in. Okay, bye.
Excuse me. Oh, skin glowing like Moses. Best dressed and my wife look gorgeous. Remember back when it was
What is your mark?
What's up, you guys? I'm currently in Temptation Island. That's what I call this. Listen, y'all, I was literally brought to this coffee shop thinking I was gonna work. We did a whole golf cart ride and everything. And it's like a self-serve buffet of big bakery. Baby, I'm gonna be the one to have discipline today. do a brief intro to everybody. Guys, Brian has us in one of his secret spaces. West Bank Park, y'all, that's where we at. We're doing Bible study. We got the blanket, we got the Bibles, we got the lunch box. Might as well call it a picnic. And we got the views. It's so pretty.
Guys, I have a joke.
Okay.
It's a Christian joke.
If I don't laugh and cry.
What type of man was Boaz before he met?
I already saw this.
Shh, don't say nothing then. Ruthless.
Why are you crying? You would laugh at that.
I love it.
We got set up. I dropped my phone. There's a crack in my phone. Isn't that actually fantabulous? So we're gonna pray in, guys. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day. We thank you that you have made provision for us to be here right now. Where two or more are gathered, there I am among them, Father. So we know that you are here. In Jesus' name, we come against any distraction. But I pass the mic to Camille.
Talk about you again, Lord. I pray that you allow us to block out all of those and focus on moving and bowing on you, Lord.
Amen. As of recent, I was in Psalms. The Lord led me to something else this morning. He was really convicted me. Didn't experiment not once. He just let it. He did clock my tea, literally. He clocked it bad. And I was like, dang, I just can't get it right. That's why a lot of the questions that we be having, it be right in front of us. We just gotta read through it again. Old Testament withheld the law of Moses. Law said to divorce your wife, all you need is a written notice. Y'all got an argument, all you had to do was write up a letter to your wife, and that's how you divorce her. You didn't have to go through the whole, for whatever reason. If they even saw a woman more beautiful than their wife, they would divorce her. But it says later on in Matthew 19, people were saying, why is it that the law of Moses said that I could divorce my wife for any reason, and all I have to do is give her a notice? He's saying that was the Old Testament. He was basically saying this is now no longer the case. That was only permitted because men were hardened. So if they were prideful, or they had a lot of ego, or they wanted, whatever the case was, that was referent to their hardening of their heart. And that was why it was only permitted, because if you are going to want to have another wife instead of your own right now, the Lord was basically saying, you do her a favor and just divorce her.
So basically, if Mary wasn't a virgin, they would have.
If Mary wasn't a virgin, she wouldn't have been chosen, because it said the virgin. So it had to have been a virgin in order for it to even be fulfilling to the prophecy.
Good morning, saints. Good morning. Your girl just woke up. At that, might I add, y'all, it's 9:53. I went ahead and made my matcha. I'm actually not supposed to be talking to y'all. I did not talk to my Heavenly Father, but we're getting there right after this. I did want to film my reaction, or at least how I'm feeling this new matcha recipe, considering I'm not doing ultra processed foods, or I cannot do my vanilla protein shake that I used to put in my matcha. It made it so creamy. Hold on. This is why I ain't supposed to be on the camera this early. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is what it's looking like. Super, super good. Look at that. Okay, so something new that I put in this recipe was I just recently started adding honey. When I went to this coffee shop, they had a honey vanilla matcha and it was so good. So I started adding honey as my sweetener instead of syrups, like sugar-free syrups. And then today I added this bourbon vanilla syrup, and we'll see. I pray it tastes good. Like, it doesn't taste good, guys. I don't know what I need to change. It just needs something sweeter. the milk I'm not liking. All right, y'all, I'm about to go pray. So I just finished praying. God is just so good. And around this time of the month, y'all, when I'm feeling like a lady more than normal, I get really emotional and I will cry at every little thing. And almost 90% of my prayers, I'm bawling my eyes out. But anywho, that's besides the point. It's 10:20 right now and I impulsively signed up for a boxing class. So I have to go to that in 40 minutes. I'm gonna go get dressed and get ready. But a little bit of insight. I've been wanting to do kickboxing for a very long time now. This is just a kickboxing studio that is located within my gym. So I'm fortunate enough to have accessibility to something like this, but it's not like a one-on-one class the way that I would like to. But I'm also like, okay, I'm not mad at it because one-on-one with a man, listen, I'm actually pretty excited. I also don't know what to expect. It's supposed to be level 1 and I think it's like I don't even know what it's called. I'm not even gonna embarrass myself. Let me just look up the pronunciation. Muay Thai. There's no way that's right. There's no way that's right. Okay, well, there's different levels of this, supposedly, and that's the one I'm doing today. Level 1 at that, so we're babies today. But this is also gonna be super exciting because all throughout my little 75 hard rendition, I plan to take on like different forms of exercise. It can get pretty redundant going to the gym every day to lift up some weights, but anyway, I'm yapping. Bye, guys. The guy was like, make sure you get your own gloves because we're not gonna let you borrow ours anymore. The gloves. I don't know how I'm gonna turn off the camera like this. Ew, these are sweaty. Y'all, I'm the only girl up in here. He had me doing burpees with some push-ups. I said, nah, baby. Hold on.
3. Bang. Hit this 3. Bang.
Okay, so this is to my mama and my sister for them to watch it. Every single time I got this camera propped up in my car, they always tell me,
Denise, don't record and drive.
what was the point of me purchasing this mount so that I could do very much that? I don't condone holding the camera and driving. I can admit I did that in my last vlog. Crucify me. Would it apply on an everyday basis? Because this is exactly why I got this tripod, so I can yap and drive. I have an hour ahead of me. I'm supposed to spend that time in pure silence. I gotta talk to my girls. With that being said, Mom and Desiree. Well, I feel like I'm making a diss track. But no, for real, like this is the very reason why I have this tripod, so that I can record and drive. But what I do need to work on is keeping my eyes on the road. Because I be getting yapped up and then I start diverting my attention. That's where it's like, okay, this is a bit reckless. But Georgia has hands-free law for this very reason. My hands are free from the electronics. I got one arm on the steering wheel. Listen, I'm about to do 10 and 2 just to make y'all feel better. Anywho, just a little recap on my boxing class. Honestly, guys, 10 out of 10. As soon as I got home, I booked a class for tomorrow morning. It was that good. But when I was looking back on the footage, I wasn't that fond of the way that my body was moving. I said, I really don't look that coordinated. I'm over here thinking I'm playing starring actor in Creed right now. And I look back on the footage and I look a mess. Oh, there we go. Now it's on. Sorry, guys. But I figured the audio in this car is not that great. Oh, I could put it on the seatbelt. You see how safe I am? Yeah, I was full-fledged thinking I was Michael B. Jordan in Creed. I swear, in my brain, I looked like Michael B. Jordan. I promise. I look at the footage, I said that don't quite match up to what I envisioned. But it's okay. You know, part of it is I think boxing would be really, really great for building definition in my arms. I really loved shredded arms. That's what we're going for. We're going for Lori Harvey arm. Or you know who's even I peeped to? What's her name? Khloe Kardashian. I don't support them, but I support them arms. Hats off to you, girl. But anyway, I really, really want to incorporate like a boxing class per week. Now that I'm doing 75 hard, I'm practically working out every day. So if we're gonna do this for real, I want to make it fun. Boxing was something that I've always wanted to do, but this boxing was like a different kind of, like, it was kickboxing and then like different stuff. I think I'd be into kickboxing and like jujitsu. I really want to do this, y'all. And I hope y'all are here to support, because I ended up looking on my gym app and I have a class, like I get all of the entire month free. I think so. But anyway, I'm gonna be up in that gym. That ain't gonna be the first time you see me up in that gym. So yeah, I was just going through the footage, and one thing about this whole content creation thing that I definitely forgot, you're gonna see every single inch of your body up close. You're gonna see parts of your body in different angles you would have never needed to see on an everyday basis. And I think it's both humbling, but it's, you know, it's great if you're trying to self-improve, because now I'm seeing exactly how people see me from every inch of their scope of field. They're able to analyze me 360 degrees around. And I'm like, whoa, if that's the case, we need to be really looking like Tiana Taylor by tomorrow. Matter of fact, by last night. But anyway, right now I'm on my way to Trinity's house. You guys probably have never seen Trinity, but I did feature her in her baby or her gender reveal in my last vlog. She is having a girl. I knew it, but she's having a girl, and her husband are actually moving to Virginia. So I'm gonna go help her with a few other of the girls in our group chat, go pack up her stuff. It's an hour away from me, so you can never say I don't love my friends. But I just wanted to yap. I've been recording for 6 minutes. 4 more minutes and we're cutting this off. I don't know what else I should talk about. Oh, also, a new thing that I've been implementing that's really helped me not be a bum when it comes to this editing stuff. I'm so used to, like, once I was serving for a year, I was constantly on my feet. I was getting like 15,000 steps to 20,000 steps every day. And I was super skinny. No butt. Nothing was there. But I had abs, so it really doesn't matter. And now I'm definitely like trying to strive after that, like within the range of 10,000 to 15,000 right now, because I want to just maintain and body recomp. But y'all, I'm gonna insert a clip of kind of like what I've been incorporating. I just recently, my house, me and my home, me and my family actually own this walking pad, and we've kind of used it all around the house, but recently I just put it in the garage. Terrible idea, because it's freezing, but I've still been doing it. Sometimes if it's like OD cold, I'll bring out the heater. Hold on, I'm getting up in that peach pass lane. I ain't playing with Atlanta today. But yeah, so I've been incorporating using that walking pad while I edit and just laying it on like a stand above me. Y'all, I just attach my Apple Watch to my ankle, and it really is very accurate in the amount of steps that I get, but it's been a game changer. I'll walk for like an hour and a half. And one thing about editing time is like not real. You will literally be editing 3 minutes of footage and it will take you 4 hours. So it's honestly like the ultimate hack, especially when my mind is like so focused on something else and my body is doing something completely different. So I just wanted to put you girls on game. Get you a walking pad. I definitely recommend the ones that already have a built-in desk so that you don't have to do your own like makeshift one, but it's literally the best thing ever. And I really be feeling like I'm doing something with my life. I feel so accomplished. Walking is honestly the lowest. Walking just makes me feel so good after. I could do absolutely nothing all day and walk for an hour and I feel like I conquered the world. So that speaks volumes. This morning after my boxing class, I just edited and walked, and I got 10,000 steps. Like I walk until I get 10,000 steps, so it's about 90 minutes, an hour and a half, and I'm skinny. I'm flying away, so you really can't tell me anything. But we're about to get into some deep traffic. Atlanta don't know how to drive, so let me actually be focused for this.
Told my 24-year-old hustle culture obsessed self that I think she would think I'm a big lazy loser. So, okay, in the last...
Y'all, this is Bryson. He's blind. Oh, the baby's blind.
Okay, I have my summer stuff.
So she has to go through what she wants and don't want, and then I was thinking we can military roll it. Like,
Maybe I'm delusional.
okay, so and Venice, you were an atheist?
I think for 2 seconds. I always knew that there was a God. I just didn't necessarily... Like, I was into manifestation, law of attraction.
Were you into like astrology?
Yeah, crystals, sage. Because people don't be asking testimonies.
No, I shouldn't have to ask.
But I feel like my testimony is multi-layered. Like, that's just
That's a aspect.
Yeah, but I feel like I've always believed in like, oh, it takes faith to produce your reality. So I always had that type of like, yeah.
And so when did it transition?
Ooh, we're getting intimate. Stop.
No, I'm not even trying to be like that. I just really want to know.
Basically, I was trying to unalive myself, and my sister just had found Christ after I had committed. Like, I tried to commit.
Right.
And I'm seeing, like, the girl's reading her Bible every single day. She ain't arguing with nobody anymore. Mm-hmm. She's waking up at 5 a.m. All you hear is music playing. Yeah. Small stuff like that. I feel like that just plants a seed in me. But then she would... she came in my room one day and she asked me, like... Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. She sent me she sent me a sermon, and this was Mike Todd's sermon. This was back when he actually was, like, ministering to people for real. And I had literally been praying right before she sent me that, and I was, like, asking God, like, I'm going to give you one last try because I don't have anything else to be trying. I already tried this crystals and zodiacs and all the things. Yeah. So I listened to that, and then I think ever since then I kind of slowly but surely started to... become more submitted over time. But majority of like the first year of my walk was purely sermons. Like I wasn't going to church. I wasn't really doing a lot of devotion.
You were watching it virtually.
Yeah.
And you were watching Mike Todd?
Why did I take that out of here? Yeah. Y'all having a whole side conversation.
She over here talking to us.
No, we were listening.
I'm interested.
I gave all the tea. What else is left? You want my social security?
Yes. Actually.
Okay, what's the question? I need something to do while I talk.
She's putting out thongs for us right now.
Am I rolling this?
On.
I don't know if I have all these clothes. Y'all be having mad clothes. That's one thing.
What year did you come to Christ?
2020? Why you just asked me like you interrogated me?
Because I just am curious.
What did you think?
I just feel like we all just hop into life together. I don't know y'all.
Girl, you know enough.
We just be hopping into it.
That's true.
How the Lord saved me.
Venice planted a seed.
Yeah.
And then that just made you try it.
Oh, and me and my sister never spoke. Like we would live in the same house, but we didn't speak. I used to say that I would like see a life with like after I moved out, I never saw us speaking ever again. Because we're 7 years apart, and I think a lot of it was just like immaturity. I definitely was the problem. I had a lot of pride. I did not apologize. I never took accountability. And my sister never was able to get along with me because she, well, for a short period of time, but even before when we both were in the world, we just were two different people. Even now, we're still different people, but I genuinely feel like that's the only thing that saved us is Christ. And that is practically my homegirl. But apart from that, it was not looking cute for us. No, we never got along.
Yeah, y'all were just
it was just difference in age. When I was still in school, Desiree was in college. She went to Georgia State, so she was always gone. I'm done. What else?
Talk about it.
But what else?
Finish.
Like we know. Like we're gonna finish your story.
Okay, I got saved. Boom. What else? What other questions?
He saved me. Like God.
Yes.
He saved me. That was about it. Oh, you knew about me smoking and all that.
Yeah.
That was an extra layer. Like, it's very multifaceted.
Okay.
Y'all just have one layer to your testimony?
I feel like I have one.
Because I be meeting people that are like, yeah, I was depressed. I got saved. Or, yeah, I had a baby.
I feel like his mind's like, it's kind of like straightforward. Like,
no. Throw it out.
I just don't think I can fit
We will
it.
never be going through my clothes.
Throw it
I just
out.
don't think I can fit it anymore.
I thought you went through your clothes.
That's pretty much it for this week's video. I am going to wrap up finishing folding some stuff with my friends. But you guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.